Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Veos. Today we're going to be continuing our polar trek to the North Pole. So let's go ahead and start from where we started from. Fly. Well, more like drive, but you know what I mean. There they are, sleeping. So let's go ahead and fast forward to daytime. Now with each polar trek, I'm going to try to do just about 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, plant the flag and call it a day. So there's the first flag. Let's go ahead and get started. Everybody is up and at 'em. Breaks off. And forward. Alright, let's see where we're at and where we're going. We're going to try to make it through this pass, but I think this pass, even though you have to come across this somewhat high area, this pass right here might be just a little bit easier to come down. Maybe, I don't know. So, that little U shape right there in the mountains is where we want to go. I'm counting on the fact that it has a whole bunch of wheels, like a tank, that it can climb steep cliffs. That's what I'm counting on, so let's see what happens. We will see what happens. Mostly throughout this video, you won't be hearing me narrate a whole bunch. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. You know, it's pretty much just a road trip. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to try to play a little bit of music, maybe chime in every now and then, and hopefully when we get to that mountain, we won't crash and die. So that's always something to look forward to. I wonder if they have any more variety of plant life on Kerbal. Seems like these are the only trees out there, other than cactuses. And stone pebbles and rocks, occasional grass. It'd be kind of nice to see what they come up with in the future. I would like to see more populated areas, you know, like little Kerbal towns spread out. They don't have to be big metropolis cities, just like the Space Center, just a little Kerbal town or something. Heck, it could be like all one building, but it's, you know, it's like a big mall or something. Not a mall as in where we shop at, but like a big giant colony of some sort. It's one building, but spread into different departments and divisions, different wings and stuff. That way, what they could do is they could build one colony and make all the neat little details to it, and then just paste and copy and kind of duplicate it in different parts of the world. Or even maybe make 3 different kinds, like a big one, a small one, or a medium one, and then kind of just place them all over the place. That way, you can make it a challenge to try to land your aircraft over there, or drive over there, or stuff like that. Or what would be even cooler is in the future, perhaps even in the campaign mode, you can buy these colonies and place them in certain areas around the map, and have resources and finances that you have to gather in order to purchase the parts or purchase the materials to place it there. And if you think about it, it actually has some purpose, because you could place a small colony somewhere near a rich resource area, and then that colony would automatically start slowly gathering resources from that area to help build your craft. And also they can be equipped with runways, so that if you need to land your SSTO or whatnot, and you're nowhere near the runway of the main space center, which happens on a constant and common occasion. Sometimes you miscalculate your orbital reentry, and sometimes you wish there was a runway just nearby instead of having to glide or fly half a continent to get to it, which of course sucks. So if you know you're going to have problems, calculating the re-entry, then what I would do is I'd build like 2 or 3 smaller colonies along the lines of where I would be coming in for a landing, so that even though I'd aim for the farthest one, I know if my orbital re-entry was a little off, I'd still have a few runways to choose from to land at. And then of course you could take these colonies and you can make atmospheric colonies, which would have the windows and the front doors and all this other atmospheric-like building structure. And then you could have the space colonies, to where when you get enough supplies, or you get enough like building structures, or like building structure kits or something, to a point on a moon, let's say like the moon, you can go ahead and build a space colony. And of course it would look different. It'd be more space colony-ish, with airlock doors and small pressurized windows and agricultural dome for food and stuff like that. And then of course once you get a foothold, it's a whole lot easier to build colonies, especially if you build a colony right on top of a resource area. And you can start slowly gathering resources and building your spacecraft on the moon, which would be a whole lot easier than trying to fly them from Kerbal. But of course you'd always build spacecraft from Kerbal anyways, because a lot of times, if that's your point of origin, then that's where you have most of your resources. So you're able to build bigger and better craft there, until of course you build larger and more sophisticated colonies on the moon. You gotta be really careful when you're at an angle like this. Anything can happen. And I haven't quick saved in a while, so I do know that if you go too fast with this thing, tires like to pop. And when they pop, if you're going too fast, they rip off. Which is one of the reasons why one of the many reasons why I went for a tank-like structure. So if we lose one, and I have it quick saved, I'm kind of stuck with it, kind of screwed, I still have all these little tires to keep me going. So yeah, I thoroughly am expecting to reach the North Pole with a couple tires missing. Literally. That was expected. That was part of the design, to be prepared for that. It does look really steep up there, but I think we'll be alright. Whoa. Nice. Oh shit. Super steady. Not so much pedal to the metal anymore. I've been kind of stabbing the W key on and off. Except for right now. Right now I'm flooring it. Wow, that looks a little high. I don't know. Screw it. Or Kerbals. I was gonna say something cool and inspirational after that, but I got nothing. I know. We're Kerbans. Tackling mountains is our duty. Metaphorically and physically. Yeah, that might have been a little lame. I'll think of something else later. Wow. You think they really tried on the tree trunks? What is that? Moldy skin? I'm curious as to... Have they put physics to these things yet, or is it just... eye candy? Okay, real slow, gonna give it a little kiss. Real slow. Oh dear. Okay, yep, still eye candy. Oh, this is gonna look weird. Like a tree's coming through. What the hell? Here it comes. Dun dun dun. Oh my goodness, what is that? Ah! Alright, enough screwing around, let's get back to work. Here we go. Up the mountain. Come on. I know you can do it. Come on. Climb, Big D. Climb. Can anybody tell me where that came from? Alright, here comes the hardest part. This is by far the steepest this thing has gone. Here we go. Alley-oop. Hot damn. That's what I'm talking about. And up and over. Nice. A little dark up here. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, I saw that coming. Pennsylvania, yeah, ba-boom. Nice. We're looking on power. Oh, we got plenty of power now. Screw it. Alright, we're gonna start going downhill, so we want to keep an eye on our speed. We don't want to go too fast. Crap, we're already going about Now this thing's top speed is like 25, so if it's 26 or so, it's because we're going downhill. Picking up speed. Too much speed is too dangerous. Whoa! Alright, we're still in the game, we're still good. Checking the tires. Awesome. Couple more minutes to go. Ah, there's a land of wonder out there to be explored. Ever since the, well, the story that I like to go by is that ever since the horrible cataclysm that the Kerbals had to endure, they've been trying to get their roots back up. Whoa, okay, brakes, easy, easy. Oh. He's been through such a terrifying experience. His face is kind of... His face is kind of like, oh shit. Okay, he's coming down now. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you go too fast. Oh, man. There's nobody alive. Well, there's a body over here, but you don't want to see that. No, you don't want to see that. Okay. We should have saved. There ain't no way. This thing ain't going any faster. Shoot. No way, no. Alright, well, fart. Alright, well, I didn't save. I had to, unfortunately, start from the beginning from where I last saved, which was the very beginning, and drive all the way back up here. And, this is where we died. So, this time, let's try not to die. Okay. Brakes off. And forward. Yeah, that's the hill that killed us. Or maybe it was that one down there. Just trying to do it again on me, huh? Okay, don't worry, bro. Easy does it. Easy does it. Slow down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this is where we died, I think. Yeah, because we're already going way too fast. Brakes. Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw that. Trying to blow me up a second time, huh? Oh, I don't think so. Alright, we're a little past halfway through this, so pretty good for 30 minutes. Okay, we're speeding up again. Slow down. Brake. Yee. I don't remember the valley being so crooked. Am I doing this right? Okay. Even if we came down here, it would still be alright. So once we get through this little plateau right here, we should be alright. No wonder we're speeding up all the time. I don't even have my finger on the W key and we're speeding up. So it's kind of a slope, and we get to a really bad slope down here before we finally kind of level out and go into the plains. Cool. Yeah, I did not mean for that to happen. I was not paying attention to the speed of the craft, unfortunately. I was busy telling a story. It's kind of like texting and driving. Not a good combination. Because I'm not narrating this after I record it, which is probably something I should do, so I can keep all my concentration on the actual driving. But nope, I am driving and narrating at the same time, so yeah. Doing two things at once. Alright, well, easy. Whoa. This is a really steep slope. I do not want to go too fast. Even with 14 wheels, if I hit the S button, I don't necessarily slow down. See, I'm hitting the S button right now, but it's still speeding up. Oh. You know what? No. Brakes. F5. F5 again. And 3-time charm. Now let's continue on board. I'm almost tempted just to hit the gas and see what happens. How fast I can go before I blow up into a million pieces. But you don't want to see that. No. That's just wrong. Of course, if you do want to see that, see how fast this thing can go downhill, just leave a comment and say, yes, we want to see it go really, really fast and blow up into a million pieces. Poor Kerbals. Shame on you. Alright, now we're going way too fast. 28. 30. This is the fastest I've ever gone. It's a little hill down there. I'm gonna try to avoid it. Doesn't look like I can. Here we go. Parachutes. Oh, that didn't do shit. Holy crap, 38 meters per second. My finger's not even on the W key. Oh, we're gonna hit that thing hard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did hit that thing hard, and the whole thing went up in the air and crashed and tumbled, and there was pieces everywhere, and Kerbal's dying. It was not fun. It was not good at all. It was actually spectacularly awesome, but yeah. Like I said, you don't want to see that, unless you want to see it, and then leave a comment and like, and hey, maybe I'll show it to you. Okay, so, until then, I went ahead and quick saved up here just before I initiated parachute, so we're good. Wait a minute, parachutes, they're gone. We should actually stop and do that. Bricks. Alright. Real quick repair work. Let our engineer do it. Leave seat. Oh. Sorry. Alright. Repack. Repack. I meant for him to stay on top of the craft. It's a lot easier to just walk around on the roof and do it. Okay, everything's ready to go. Good job, engineer. That's one thing. It's we're really good engineers. So great pilots. But hey, oops, sorry. Let's sit there. Okay, roll it up, close it up. Drop from there, and we are off. Let's try not to go a million miles an hour. I'm comfortable at going at these speeds right now. It's mainly flat. Except for that. Ah. Okay. Hang on. Easy. Try to find a path of least resistance. Got a hill coming up. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Now, from what I understand, these trees are normal size trees for humans, but since us Kerbals are like, 3 feet, 4 feet tall, they're like monster trees to us. As a matter of fact, this vehicle is probably only the size of a regular car for a human. But that doesn't mean anything. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Haha, that's right. Try to catch us. We run into your house. Going through the doggy door. Try to explain that one to the insurance company. They put rockets on my car. They did what, ma'am? Alright, doing good so far. Coming up on this hill, let's see what we got. Aerial view. Actually we should have gone down here. That's okay. That's okay, this thing was designed for this. Yeah. we'll go this way like we planned. We could have gone across the coast, but that would have taken a little longer, so we're trying to cut through as many of these hills as we can. A little bumpy. We're good. Alright, we got about maybe 5 or so minutes, 6 or 7 minutes left. So we'll probably be calling it a day here pretty soon. I try to look for wobbling in the structure. If it's wobbling too badly, it usually means there's a flat tire. This crest looks a little steep. It's not too bad. Cool. The valley opens up. Oh, careful. Careful, careful. Speed is not your friend. Speed is not your friend. Unless you're flying, then it's your friend. But if you're on the ground, it's your worst enemy. Okay, coming up on that ledge there. Easy, 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 easy. There we go. Bricks. It's a little bit of us. Because it's not as much of, I'm not afraid of ledges, flying off of ledges. I'm more afraid of hitting them at high speeds, because that's what makes the impact of the tires versus the ground, and that's what pops tires most of the time. I'm okay with flying off a ledge and landing on the ground, as long as the ground is level. But, bricks. But, like, slamming into a hard corner like that one right there, whoa! You should be okay, see? See, it's okay. I can do that, that's no problem. But now we're speeding up kind of fast, so tap the brakes, tap it, there you go. Alright, am I to expect this kind of... Yeah, until we get out into that valley up there, it's okay. But yeah, going down a hill at high speeds and then slamming into a ramped up piece of land is, that's the deadliest form. Flying off, not so deadly, as long as you land on somewhat level ground. See, we could have used the parachutes just then, but the ground was level enough to where I knew most of the tires would land on, most of the tires would contact the ground at the same time, so it'd carry most of the weight. If you were to land on one single tire before you land on all of them, that one single tire will take the full force of the weight of the vehicle. And pop, and of course, devastation and destruction. Yep, that's the kind of accident that not even your trusty fire extinguisher could put out. Alright, since we have a couple more minutes left, we're going to find a spot. And I think I've found it. Right up here in that valley. It's like a little hill overlooking everything. Be a nice little spot. Almost there. Yeah, I believe the story that I was going to tell you before we had that little accident was the way I like to see the Kerbals. The reason why the planet doesn't look like it's populated with many of them, and the Space Center is the only form of civilization out there. Well, if you look at the planet of Kerbal, it has a giant meteor strike crater on it. So what I like to believe is that civilization was wiped out due to that crater meteor strike. Blah. And for 100 years or more, the Kerbans had to survive underground. And finally, when things started coming back to normal and growing back, which would, of course, in reality would take hundreds of years. Yeah, so they came up from the ground, and they weren't the only ones. There were a bunch of little nations that survived, and they started realizing that their bickering and their wars against one another didn't prepare them for that meteor strike. So what was remaining of the governments around the Kerban world united and tried to make space technology so they could spread Kerbal kind all over the solar system, so that if anything that horrible was to happen again, they would ensure the survival of their race on other worlds. Which is why the flag has the wings around Kerban. It is a representation of, like, the phoenix to come out of the ashes. And then you have the 5 stars, which represents the 5 remaining governments that have united. And of course that sword star looking thing on top of the flag, or on top of the planet inside the flag, which represents their drive to go into space. And if you look at the whole flag, there's a red portion on the bottom left corner, and then a black portion on the top right corner. And what that's supposed to represent is them coming from a bloody past and going into the stars for a future of hope. So that's what the flag pretty much represents, all in a nutshell. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it was neat when I made it. Alright, we're just about to the top of that hill there, so we can call it a day. We'll plant the flag and continue on in another video. Is that the hill? Yep, that's the hill. And we'll park right between those 2 trees. And actually, let's go a little farther so we can overlook the valley. King of the hill. Alright, break. And we'll stop. Cool. And we'll look behind us. I can't believe it came through there. Well, we technically died twice, but hey, we're here. We're here within a 30-minute increment. So I think we're over here, and we came over here. So my first prediction of 1 hour being this was about right. Alright, let's go ahead and make this official. And all this time while I've been driving, my Kerbet has been watching me. Say hi. She's very enthused. Leave seat. Okay. Just, yes, there we go. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's plant a flag. Let's plant a flag. Are you serious? I thought we fixed that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we didn't. Okay, F. Enter. And then exit. Spacebar. And now we should have a flag. Which is one of the reasons why I kept a capsule in there. Let's see if it worked. If not, we're gonna have to grab somebody from the bridge. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And of course you turn the exact opposite way I showed you. I have no idea why. Fine, be that way. Yay! Alright, we will call this step 2. Another step to the North Pole. Smiley face. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, the next video we can get a little farther down the road without dying. Unlike what we have been doing in this video, has been pretty much dying for the twice. Anyway, like I said before, like or leave a comment to see if you wanna actually see them go really, really fast and turn into a ball of flames. But I know you don't want to do that. Not to the poor Kerbals. Yes, not to us poor Kerbals. We're such gentle creatures. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is Veos signing off.